Have you ever felt like life keeps testing you, no matter how hard you try to stay calm or in control? You plan, you prepare, and yet something always seems to go wrong. Someone cuts you off in traffic, a friend betrays you, or plans fall apart at the last moment. In those moments, you feel anger, frustration, fear, all rising inside you like fire. But here is a truth that has echoed through the centuries, from ancient Rome to today. You cannot control what happens around you, but you can always control what happens within you. That is the essence of Stoicism, one of the most practical and powerful philosophies ever created. It is not about emotionless living. It is about emotional strength. It is about mastering the mind so that nothing outside of you has the power to break what's inside you. Today, we are going to explore how Stoicism can help you build self-improvement, motivation, emotional control, gratitude, resilience, and discipline through timeless lessons that can transform how you live every single day. Number 1. The foundation of Stoicism: control what you can. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus was once a slave. He had no control over his circumstances, but he discovered that freedom was not about power, it was about perspective. He said, "Some things are within our control, and some are not. When you accept this, life becomes simpler." Most of your stress comes from trying to control things that were never yours to command: the weather, the economy, what others think, or how they behave. The Stoic focuses instead on what is truly theirs: thoughts, choices, and actions. In daily life, this means not wasting energy on what you cannot change. When a coworker is rude, you cannot control their tone, but you can control your response. When life throws a challenge your way, you cannot stop it, but you can decide how to face it. That choice is your true power. Every time you practice it, you grow stronger. Number 2. Managing emotions, mastering the inner storm. The Stoics never said, "Do not feel." They said, "Do not be ruled by what you feel." Seneca, a Stoic philosopher and advisor to the Roman emperor, faced betrayal, exile, and even death with calm acceptance. He wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about how much of your stress comes not from what actually happens, but from how you interpret it. Someone criticizes you, and your mind says, "They hate me." You fail once, and your mind whispers, "I'm not good enough." But emotions are only thoughts with energy. When you pause and examine them before reacting, you turn pain into perspective. Next time anger rises, ask yourself, will this matter in a week? A month? A year? That simple question brings clarity. The Stoic learns not to suppress emotion, but to understand it, and through understanding, gain control. Number 3. Controlling your reactions. The power of the pause. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, ruled an empire while facing war, loss, and betrayal. Yet, in his journal, Meditations, he often reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. One of the greatest Stoic practices is the pause, that sacred moment between stimulus and response. When someone insults you, the natural instinct is to snap back. But when you pause, even for a second, you gain power. You choose not to be a slave to impulse. You choose to respond with reason, not rage. Imagine if every heated argument, every moment of stress, every fear-driven reaction was met with that pause. Your life would instantly become calmer, clearer, and stronger. Number 4. Practicing gratitude, the Stoic way to contentment. Gratitude was a daily exercise for the Stoics. They believed that happiness is not found in having more, but in wanting less. Epictetus said, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not." Modern life teaches us to chase money, status, validation, yet none of these guarantee peace. The Stoic finds gratitude in simplicity: a warm meal, a kind word, a morning sunbeam. Try this each morning. Before you reach for your phone, name 3 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be grand, just real. Gratitude shifts your mind from lack to abundance. It turns ordinary days into extraordinary ones. When you are grateful, your focus moves away from what the world owes you to what you already possess. That is where lasting happiness begins. Number 5. Preparing for adversity, the Stoic shield. The Stoics practice something called premeditation malorum, the premeditation of evils. They visualized challenges before they came, not to live in fear, but to prepare the mind. Seneca advised, "He robs present ills of their power who have already faced them in his mind." Think of it like mental armor. Before a big day, a tough meeting, or an uncertain future, imagine the possible obstacles. Ask yourself, if things do not go as planned, how will I stay calm? How will I adapt? By rehearsing adversity in your mind, you strengthen your ability to endure it in reality. When the unexpected happens, and it always does, you do not panic. You respond because you were ready. Number 6. Resisting temptation, the discipline of desire. Stoicism teaches discipline not through denial, but through direction. The Stoics knew that unchecked desire leads to chains, not freedom. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Temptation today does not always look like ancient vices. It might be endless scrolling, procrastination, gossip, or comfort that keeps you from growth. The Stoic practice is simple. Before giving in to a desire, ask, "Does this serve my higher self, or does it weaken me?" That question cuts through illusion. True freedom comes from saying no to what diminishes you and yes to what builds you. Every time you resist temptation, you strengthen the muscle of self-control. And self-control is the root of every lasting success. Number 7. Finding motivation through Stoic purpose. Stoicism is not a cold philosophy. It is a guide for living with purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." That is the Stoics' motivation, not endless planning, but meaningful action. You do not need to have it all figured out. You simply need to act in alignment with your values, one decision at a time. When you wake up each day, ask, "What would a wise, strong, and calm version of me do today?" Then do that, not tomorrow, not later, but now. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. Stoicism teaches us to replace fleeting inspiration with steady progress. Number 8. The Stoic way to self-improvement. Self-improvement is not about becoming someone else. It is about returning to who you are when fear, doubt, and ego fall away. The Stoics believed in progress, not perfection. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself often, "When you wake up, remember, you have work to do as a human being." That means showing up, even when it is hard. Practicing patience when tested. Speaking truth even when it shakes. Forgiving when it hurts. Growth is not a grand moment of transformation. It is the daily act of choosing virtue over comfort. And each small victory strengthens the soul. So, what does it mean to live the Stoic way? It means waking up each day with purpose, facing what comes with courage, controlling what you can, and releasing what you cannot. It means gratitude in the morning, reflection at night, and peace in between. It means being steady when the world is chaotic, patient when others are reckless, and kind when others are cruel. The Stoics were not superhumans, they were people like us. But they trained their minds to stay strong when life was not. And so can you. Because in the end, the goal is not to escape life's storms, but to stand unshaken within them. Before you go, remember this. Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It is about becoming unbreakable. You cannot control what happens in life, but you can always control how you choose to meet it. Every challenge is a chance to practice strength, every setback a lesson in resilience, and every moment an opportunity to live with purpose. If this message spoke to you, take a deep breath and carry that calm into your day. Live with reason, act with virtue, and stay steady in the storm. Thank you for watching, and if you found value in this, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and modern self-mastery. Your mind is your greatest power. Use it well.